What it is, y'all, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you today with more Danmachi. And today, we're going to be talking about, well, Heroic Trial. And you guys have been killing it with the views and all that lately, so if you guys are enjoying what you're seeing, make sure you hit that old thumbs up button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to stay up to date with all this, because we're going to try to bring you even more Danmachi content. Just because you guys have been killing it, I'm going to give right back to y'all as much as I possibly can. So, let's talk about the new Heroic Trial. Real super easy. Let's go ahead and jump into the EX, and I'll show you the team that I've been using. Some of y'all actually got a little preview of this, because the little green go live button was hit instead of the little red record button, because I'm stupid. So if you guys already saw this, comment in the comment section down below. I want to see how many people were actually at the live stream that I wasn't monitoring. So, let's talk about this team here. Priestess is on the team mainly only for her 33%. Now, if you don't have Haruhime, Priestess is a good secondary option. Mainly because you need these buffs and debuff replications. That's really going to make this just a super quick breeze. Mikasa, you can basically trade her out with any kind of dark damage dealer, but you need a dark physical team, and I'll show you why when we get in there. Goblin Slayer, of course, he's fully limit broken, he's max ascended. Great unit all around. Love him. You know, nothing really more to say there. We've talked a lot about him. We have Ryu. Now, the reason I'm pulling Ryu in here is just to show you, kind of do a mini showcase. I haven't gotten all my bonds at her. I will be chasing a few more bonds of her, but thus far, she's not done what I kind of hoped she would do. But we're going to throw her in here and see what she does anyway. And she's not fully ascended either, but I don't think she deserves it yet, so we're going to kind of make that determination later on. Of course, Haruhime needs no introduction. Now, I am using Sword Priestess on Sword Maiden on Priestess. Blah, blah, blah. And that's because, if you'll notice, the big thing she does is a ton of debuffing. Okay? Foes, Strength, Magic, and Dark Resist down 10%. Now, you notice that my Zombie Bell that I have on here also does Dark 10%. They're a little overlapping, but you want these skills, and I'll talk about why I have them on here in a moment. Allies Thunder, 10%, isn't going to affect anybody here because it's a dark team. And these units are not, they don't have any, like, I say resistance. They don't have any resistance to anything, but they are weak to dark only, so you need to use a dark team, okay? Casino Seer, I have a Mikasa, and Casino Seer is only there because every time Mikasa hits, she's going to get double her normal SA gauge charge. The Artemis unit is going to give 10% strength to everybody. I'm sorry, 15% strength to everybody because she's MLB'd. 20% strength to Goblin Slayer. I could put her on Ryu and showcase Ryu, but Ryu is only +2. It's not going to be the craziest thing in the world, and the extra 5% is kind of negligible. I'd rather have those stats on GS for the moment. Now, Zombie Bell is going to give us a bit of critical rate, and that's kind of it, but he's there mainly to support Ryu and to keep her alive. And of course, Orna gives a whole bunch of buffs to Haruhime, but more than anything else, she increases our counter rate, which is going to increase our healing. Now, once again, if you don't have Haruhime and you have Orna, A, how the hell did that happen? B, go get Priestess. Priestess is going to be decent. Not amazing, but decent. You may want another healer. You may want to replace Mikasa with another healer or something. Real talk. Mikasa's not going to be my biggest hitter here by a long shot, so replacing her with a healer I don't think is the end of the world. Now my goal is going to be to get rid of a mid. I want to get rid of a mid quickly, so we're going to come in here. Now I'm going to do the 33% with Priestess like I said before, and we're just going to do our buffs and our debuffs, and we're going to get this out of the way. Okay? Now if you want to talk about what Ryu does here, remember that Ryu is going to do the same thing that we're doing to her. Now that Haruhime is up, I'm going to have to do Haruhime's debuff. Otherwise, by the end of the game, we're going to be in a world of hurt. A mid is going to start buffing Ryu, and it's not going to feel good. So we need a mid dead as quickly as possible. Okay? Now, we're going to just go ahead and do our buffs and debuffs. Now, the first turn, we got a agility and magic resistance minus 25%. That's just going to slow them down and make them weaker to magic. this one, and I believe she actually is a magic type, isn't she? I think she is. Easy way to find out. Agility and magic plus 50%. She's a magic type. Okay. So she gives herself magic and agility. She's going to make herself really fast and stronger. Okay. Skill 2 that we're going to do here is a super dark magic attack with ultra penetration rate. Temporary magic boost and self dark attack damage plus 50%. 50% isn't the end of the world, but when you come over here to this one, she's going to give herself 40%. She's going to give herself another 50% when she does her SA, if we ever get that off. So, yeah. Basically, your goal is just kind of build 1, 2, 3 like it is with the others. And then when you get to 3, just spam that and keep Haruhime on you. All right. So, hopefully you understand what we're doing turn 2. Pretty straightforward stuff. Nothing too crazy yet. Okay. That was a 27... There we go. 27,000 hit. But remember, she's not quite there yet. We've got to go down here, and we've got to do Phantom Razor. Let's see what she does here, but let's compare actually turn 3 to turn 4, because turn 4, she's going to get interesting. Okay? Of course, we're going to do Yosuga, and we're going to keep basically the buff debuff replication on to the end of the game, or to the end of turn 9, or turn 8, or whenever it dies out, because we're going to run out of MP eventually. But we're going to keep that on her basically as long as we possibly can, with one exception. That's going to be turn 4. You probably already know, if you're versed with this game at all, what's coming. But let's talk about it, okay? So, she did a 54k retaliation attack. I didn't see where the main damage was, but doesn't matter. Haruhime is going to do her thing now. And they're going to basically double their damage at this point. Pretty close to, at least. All right. So Haruhime is going to give everybody 100% strength, 100% magic. And she's going to heal them. That's going to change the game. It took us 4 turns to get a mid down halfway. And she'll be pretty much dead by the end of the next turn. In fact, I feel so confident I'm going to go ahead and start focusing on Ryu. Okay? We want to go back and do Yosuga again, and we want to keep all of that in play because all of our buffs have to stay there. We can't let any of these buffs expire. Okay? They just simply cannot. Okay? Now, I did say that Ryu's going to get buffed by, in fact, she is right now, and you'll see that her hits do not feel good. In fact, she almost killed Haruhime, which is not good. That's not a good look. Okay, if you want to see what Ryu does, I could show you here. It is an AoE attack, so it's going to be kind of nice. Foes Ultra Dark Magic Attack plus 50% per AGL buff. She's only going to hit with this one time. She's going to be back down to her other damage after this. But the nice part is it's 10% more, and instead of being a foe singular, it's a foe plural. Foes, plural. So let's go ahead and see what she does here. And spoilers, I kind of already know. Now, again, to be fair, she's only +2. She's not MLB'd. And she's not fully hero ascended. So, but she only hit for 100k. Now, one thing I could have done, and I said it in the live stream and I forgot to do it again, I could have replaced the darkness eyes that I've got down there. I could have easily replaced her with, which unit is it? I don't remember even now. The unit, I'm using her on Record Buster, but the one that reduces reduces their guard rate 30%. We would have probably been done with this turn by now if we had done that, but you know, it's a thing, guys. Can't remember everything sometimes. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's get rid of Ryu. Actually, we probably should get rid of a mid first, if I'm honest. But they're both... I mean, you can see they're just dropping like flies now. All right. In fact, I'm gonna hit a mid. I'm gonna hit Ryu first. Okay. There we go. She's gone. And then I'm just going to have Goblin Slayer finish this one up. And pretty much that is that. As predicted, Haruhime's out of MP at turn 9. And Goblin Slayer is just going to do his thing this turn. And I don't think she'll survive the SA. So if you want to compare Ryu's damage to Goblin Slayer's damage, Ryu did 100k, but she is also a foe's plural, and they hit a little bit lighter. Goblin Slayer, on the other hand, is a foe's singular, and he's going to do... 625,000. And if her guard rate had been down, he'd probably hit for 800. Yeah, Goblin Slayer's no joke. I like him a lot. So there we go. That's an S clear. Easy peasy. I really find this as easy as I found the first one. So if you got any kind of good dark team, just go ahead and do it. Most of my units are even foe singular units. They're not foes plural. Or at least in the case of Goblin Slayer and Ryu, their main attack is. So you could, you could easily wipe it out without having to use multiple attack units. Now, not all the heroic trials are that easy. We have some that have 4 and 5 units, and those get to be a pain. But this is super simple. And they don't have any poison. They don't have any, taunt or anything like that you have to worry about. So you could just use your regular breastplate, just upgrade a few breastplates, and just go ham. It's super easy, guys. At least for me. But this shows you kind of your tactics and all that stuff. You should be able to S-clear this if you've been doing any kind of work on the current banners. But for now, that's going to be the video, guys. Let me know what y'all thought in the comment section down below. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. All the YouTube stuff I got to say at the end. Bye!